Welcome back, everyone, to the Electric Coaches channel, and this is another segment of Invisibase R&D. The pliers that you see are pliers that I used in the previous Invisibase Tweak video. These are wide jaw pliers, and they are ideal for flattening the blade of the newly invented Invisibase by Tudor. In this video, we're going to use a new set of pliers. I have here a pair of fish skinning pliers. And just like the other pliers here, their jaws are very wide and they have ample area to accommodate the blade of the Invisibase that you see here. One area of concern is the inside of the jaws. If you look, the jaws are like blades almost. So I'm concerned that the blade of these jaws on these pliers may concentrate too much pressure in one area on the base, causing the blade on the base the plastic to cut. So in this video, we're gonna test this out. We're gonna test our theory, and we're gonna see what type of tweak we can get using these fish cleaning pliers. I want to now test the new Invisibase versus an Invisibase that was tweaked in the previous Invisibase R&D video. So I have my Carolina Panther figure on the new Invisibase. That base hasn't been tweaked yet. And I have my Pittsburgh Steelers figure on this Invisibase, which has been tweaked already. So we're gonna run test those two bases, and we're gonna see the difference in their movement. Let's see what happens. Now, as you can see, the Steelers figure moves a lot smoother, and it goes down the field a lot faster than the Carolina Panther figure. So when we start tweaking the base on this Carolina Panther figure, I expect this base to move better. So let's do a resistance test, strength and resistance, and let's see what type of pushing we get. Okay, the Steelers figure clearly wins the pushing match. Okay, I'm now ready to use my pliers to begin tweaking. And as I said earlier, my area of concern is the edges of the jaws on these pliers. These edges are rather sharp, and they could potentially cut the plastic of this base. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to squeeze down on this base, and we're going to see what type of response we get from the plastic. And I'm going to start from the back. Now initially, I want to make sure that I have a straight line when I lay my pliers down on the base. We don't want to be like, say like this, for example. Okay, let me move to the front. You'll see it better. We want to be straight when we go to press our pliers down. I haven't started squeezing yet. So I want to make sure that my hand placement is correct, because I don't want to be slanted like this. You see? I don't want to be slanted like that. I want to be as straight as I can when I go to apply pressure on the blade of this base. So I'm gonna go to the back prong and work there. All right, so I don't want to go too far down. Also, I don't want to go all the way in like so. I want to be more, I want to hit the third of that base. I don't want to be too far on the edge either, because we don't want to miss. And at the same time, we don't want to ruin the tip of the blade. So we got to hit this just right. So I figure about that far in should be good. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to turn this way so you can get a look here. Let's try to grab it again. It slipped out. Okay. Set up again. I'm going to squeeze. I'm going to hold. And that's another good thing about these pliers. You can actually look inside the pliers and see where your base is. Check it again before I apply pressure. See, it slips out every time I move, so bear with me here. This is the first time I've ever used these kind of pliers here. Okay, got it. And I want you to see inside here. I'm gonna squeeze. Let's see what we got. Okay, I didn't really grab it well. Okay, try again. Make sure we straight. Make sure we straight in. Apply pressure. Okay. Let's take a look at the base. And I don't know if I can see a line in the plastic, and it looked like it almost cut into the plastic. Okay, but it's still not bad. It didn't destroy the plastic. All right, I'm gonna go to the front. I'm gonna go to the front blade, and I'm gonna press on it. And then we're going to do a run test. Normally, I would run it after I would do one part of the base. But this time, I'm going to go ahead and go all the way. I'm going to do both front and back. I have the blade. Squeeze. Okay. Yeah, it put a line, a cut line in the plastic. Let's put the base down on the board here. Let's run it and see how it goes. See what it does. Still a bit choppy. Still a bit choppy. Okay. Let's match him up against our steeler figure. See what happens. Got a little bit more push. Just that little bit that I did. Let's make sure the base on our steeler figure is still in configuration. We want to make sure those prongs are laying down right. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, the panther figure is holding up a little bit better. Run it again. It's still a bit choppy. See, the business end of this base is right here on the very edge. See? And the nature, the way these pliers are, the surface can't make contact. Doesn't make contact with the edge of the base, the very edge. That's the part that's touching the board, see? So far, these pliers aren't doing the work like these pliers here. See, these are my sheet metal pliers. And these pliers can touch the entire surface of the blade on the Invisibase. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press again. Going to move up just a little bit above that area, the first area we pressed down on. And we're going to press on that part. See if we can take the density out of the plastic on this base to try and get the best tweak possible. So we'll move up some more. Now, what I haven't tried yet, I haven't applied heat to these fish skinning pliers. And based on what I'm seeing here with a cold pair of pliers, if I applied heat, the heat may cut right through this plastic. Okay, gonna press down here, press a little bit more. Okay, let's run the base and see what we got. It's running a little bit better. Let's check for resistance. It's dominating, okay. Now remember, the Steeler figure was tweaked earlier using these pliers here. These pliers, I put these on a coffee mug warmer. Run some more, see what we got. Okay, that Carolina figure has got better push. Let's put them side by side. Let's see if we can, let's run them and see how much faster we've gotten. Carolina figure is running a lot faster than the Steeler figure. So what I have found out using these fish skinning pliers, because you can concentrate your pressure in a smaller area of the blade on this base, you can take more density out of the plastic. I'm gonna go a little bit higher than the last area where I pressed that. You can actually look at the blade of the base and you can see the pressure marks. So far I've got 3 lines on the blade of this base, so you can tell how many times I pressed. I'm gonna hit this back blade again. Okay. Gonna match it up. See what we get. All right. Let's run it. Still a bit choppy. See, I'm gonna sweep back the tips of these blades to make sure they don't curl forward. I had seen another coach use these fish skinning pliers, which inspired the idea to create my own video using these pliers. Let's run them some more. Okay. Not bad. Pushing a whole lot better. Okay. So I'm going to continue to work with this base, and I'm going to run some other tests. I'm going to see what happens when I put these pliers on a coffee mug warmer, and I'll do that in another segment. I'm Mo. Thanks for watching.